Hello guys, welcome back to our Warlords of Draenor Beta, and I'm live streaming tonight, so if you're watching this on YouTube at a later date, that's why the interface is going to look a tad bit different, although it is basically a continuation on of the character that we've been playing so far. So we're level 91 Paladin right now, and we are in a somewhat busy part now of Shadowmoon Valley. I'm going to start by doing the wanted quest. At least that's going to be the plan. These are classed as group quests, which means they might be somewhat challenging, but I guess we'll find out as and when we approach those areas. I'm going to go for a Bok here. I do prefer it when I'm soloing. I find that I just get increased stats over using that over Blessing of Might there. So just check that Seal of Truth hasn't been fixed. Nope. Basically, if you cast Seal of Truth right now, as far as I'm aware, you just get Seal of Righteousness, even though no icons are highlighted. But Seal of Truth itself cannot be used in the beta at this present time. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Try and avoid some of these enemies. It's alright, I am just checking up on the stream before I actually start killing things, which is why I'm just running at the moment. Just bear with me. Make sure everything's running smoothly and that I'm not just talking to myself, which I do often, but I don't want to be telling everybody that. Right, that'll do. Okay. We've got the first wanted quest mob over in this little blue section here, and we have one viewer, and that's going to be me. 183k. There's a couple of people around, so I'm just going to go in now. As I mentioned, I think in the previous episode, Blizzard have obviously changed their philosophy by introducing group quests back, but with the cross-realm zones and whatnot in place now, it doesn't really surprise me, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Group quests were always fun anyway. They're always an interesting part of the game, and it is an MMO after all. But they just became somewhat annoying that you couldn't do them unless your character was strong enough to solo them, because there was never anybody else in the zone available to do it with you, or willing to do it with you. But that's the first one down, so we're going to get this other group quest done, and then I think we'll move on to... Well, we've got a big choice of where we want to go next then, haven't we? What is our next quest? Clear. So it's going to be some kind of giant bug, I'd imagine. Try and avoid the giant tree there. That's not an elite mob anyway. There was an elite one that we had to kill earlier on. It's possible that it's in a cave. I have no idea. This is my first time coming through this zone, of course. So, who is to know? Ah, what's this? This is like Guild Wars 2 style quests. 12 pale creatures slain, 20 mushroom juice collected. There's the bug, it's not in the cave, just got to wait for the respawn here. Then maybe we'll do this objective, this bonus objective here before we carry on. There it is. 137k. Interestingly, I don't think the health increases based on the amount of people attacking it. Which some mobs did do that, didn't they, in Mr. Pandaria? Grab the stinger there. Oh, I'm going to need a repair soon. Do I have my... What is it? Traveller's Tundra Mammoth on this thing, or the Grand Yeti, or whatever it's called. Yak, even, not Yeti. Grand Expedition Yak, that'll do. I can't use that here. Okay, can I use the Tundra? Nope. Apparently you can't use your repair mounts. I'm hoping that's a bug. If so, let this be some feedback for Blizzard that they need to sort that out. If it's not a bug, then I would have to wonder why. Maybe it's just a beta bug, something to do with this pre-made character not having access to those mounts or something. I guess it could be a multitude of things, so... fill the jar with mushroom juice by squeezing juicy mushrooms out of the cave. Well, this is quite a busy area, isn't it? And unlike Guild Wars 2, it kind of looks like it's every man for himself. Yeah, here he comes. I think what we're really going to need is mushrooms because the mobs seem to be everywhere. Ah, there's a quest here. Was that there when we came in? I'm just going to grab this mushroom before somebody else decides to steal it. I'm sure that quest wasn't there a moment ago. Find such and such in cave. I guess that quest is in place so that you can't just like hang around at the entrance and get everything you need. There's a rare mob or something up here as well. But it looks like I'm going to be a little bit too slow on that one. Maybe not, it's still showing up on the map. Oh right, it's the corpse. I can see it. At least I think I can. Just carry on getting this quest stuff here. Oh no, it wasn't the corpse. Goodness knows. It's moved apparently. Gotta say the quests, and this isn't a complaint. This isn't a complaint. It's just an observation. Pretty standard stuff so far in the Warlords Beta. Blizzard certainly aren't trying to reinvent any wheels with this expansion pack. But like I said, that's not a complaint. I mean, we know what WoW is now, don't we? If it was really any different, then there'd be all sorts of complaints, I'm sure. I know some people despise questing, and for those folk then the level 90 to 100 journey is going to be a bit of a slog, I'd imagine, but at the end of the day leveling's a big part of the game, so if you don't like it, well, it's tough I suppose, isn't it? Because for a lot of people I think WoW is like raiding or it's PvP, but questing is just as important as either of those. I've never really been a PvP, and I've certainly never been a hardcore raider, and I'd definitely say that even though I've played since vanilla, questing has been the often most repeated content for me. I think the most I ever raided in WoW was probably towards the end of vanilla, Burning Crusade time. End of vanilla, I was clearing out Blackwing Lair, never made it to Nax, and then Burning Crusade. I did the opening couple of tiers before really having a rest from that place. Did a bit of raiding in Wrath then, and didn't really do much at all in Kata or in Moth. Other than looking for raid, but I know a lot of people don't really consider that raiding. My problem was that when I got a family, it really kind of put the idea of raiding on a schedule as a no-no. It just wasn't really going to be a possibility from that point on. I think that's why looking for raid works so great for me and people like me, because if you've got time you can jump in and queue up. If you haven't, then you haven't got to let people down by telling them that actually no, you can't raid that night, which of course would be no good for a raiding guild. These things keep coming after us, but I don't need them at all. All we need now is some mushrooms. In fact, we should be freeing some people. I haven't even been looking for them. Arek, Diano and Zulu. And there's Zulu. So that's Zulu. So they're all around this area, I think. Right, how many more mushrooms do we need? Just 3. Just 2 now. There was a giant one there, but alas, it wasn't for us. This should do it anyway. I'm guessing the giant one would give you a few more. So now it's just about finding these last 2 individuals. And that rare might be still showing up. We're back at the start again. I guess because I was chatting, I just missed them. Go down and grab this person. About halfway through level 91 now. I really need to play a bit more, you know, so that I can get to level 100. I know the level cap's still 92, I think, which is somewhat low. But I found the final dude. We're gonna have a lot of mobs on us, but I'm just gonna run from them. Final dude is just on this precipice here. Need to go the long way. Oh dear, we've got all sorts of stuff after us now. How long are we frozen for? 0 seconds. Just want to make sure that that rare thing isn't up here that keeps coming up on the map. Doesn't appear to... Ah! No, it is. Goodness me. I wonder if anybody else can see this. I mean, why wasn't it there before? I think would be a good question. Whatever leech vitality does, we're going to interrupt it that time. I think this is our second rare mob that I've discovered on this playthrough. Not too challenging. Excuse me. Let's see what we got here, shall we? I think they could do with upping the XP reward. 7k isn't really a whole lot, is it? 37 strength, 37 stamina, and on use, press the thorns into your flesh, leading into the shadows for 10 seconds. Oh, blending into the shadows. Ah, it's back. Right, okay. What eye level is that? 516. That should be pretty good, even if we just use it for the stats. But I am going to stick it as well onto the hotbar. See what that preparation, stealth even, does for us. Oh, come on. Why are we still in combat? What's this thing? Oh, we get a new follower. You do not meet the requirements for that quest. Well, here's some more feedback for Blizzard. Your quest system's bugged. This item cannot be equipped. What? Must be because we're still in combat, I'd imagine. Okay. We can still do that. And we've gained a new follower. I need to go back to the garrison, actually, in order to hand in the first mission that we completed. Go there and we sort of get our rewards for that. Very good. I just need to check something out, guys. I'm going to have to pause the stream for a moment.